Here's something that might shock you. NASA is shutting down employee wellness programs at a time when workplace health has never been more important. NASA Goddard shutters on-site gym, but at what cost? In what some might call a controversial cost-cutting measure, NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center has announced it will permanently shut down its on-campus fitness facility after December 31, 2025. The decision, part of broader campus consolidation efforts, raises a provocative question: should federal agencies prioritize short-term budget savings over long-term employee health and productivity? According to Keith's editorial commentary on NASA Watch, this closure represents yet another piece of NASA Goddard being amputated, a blunt assessment that captures the frustration many employees likely feel. His sarcastic quip, "Who needs healthy employees, I guess," underscores what critics might argue is a short-sighted approach to organizational management. But here's where it gets controversial: is this really about the budget, or could there be other factors at play? Why the fitness center had to go. In a memo dated November 25, 2025, Associate Center Director Raymond J. Rubilotta explained that the decision stemmed from financial constraints in today's restricted budget climate. The facility served only a few hundred members while requiring ongoing subsidies from the center's limited funds. According to Rubilotta, NASA Goddard explored every possible avenue to make the gym financially self-sufficient but ultimately couldn't justify the expense when weighed against competing mission-critical and institutional priorities. Here's what many people don't realize: the fitness center wasn't breaking even, and in an environment where every dollar must be carefully allocated, leadership faced an impossible choice between employee amenities and core mission requirements. Yet critics might counter that investing in employee wellness isn't just a nice-to-have. Research consistently shows that workplace fitness programs can reduce healthcare costs, improve productivity, and boost morale. So is NASA actually saving money, or just shifting costs to future healthcare expenses and decreased performance? What happens to current members? Rubilotta acknowledged the disappointment this news would bring to employees who've integrated the fitness center into their daily wellness routines. To ease the transition, the center provided members with a list of alternative fitness facilities located within approximately 5 miles of the main gate. Additionally, several campus buildings will maintain shower facilities for employees who choose to exercise off-site before or during work hours. Members with prepaid membership fees were directed to contact the Aquila point of contact for refund information, while any contract-related inquiries should go to the GSFC contracting officer. The facility will maintain regular operating hours through the end of December, giving members roughly 1 month to identify alternative arrangements that fit their individual circumstances. And this is the part most people miss: while NASA provided information about nearby gyms, employees will now need to pay out of pocket for memberships that were previously subsidized, potentially adding hundreds of dollars annually to their personal expenses. Is this really a cost savings, or is it simply transferring financial burden from the institution to individual employees? The bigger picture: what this means for NASA culture. This closure might seem like a small administrative decision, but it could signal something larger about NASA's evolving priorities and the challenges facing government agencies in constrained fiscal environments. When organizations eliminate employee wellness programs, they send a message, intentionally or not, about what they value. Some might argue this is simply pragmatic leadership making tough but necessary choices. Others might see it as penny-wise and pound-foolish, sacrificing long-term employee health and organizational culture for short-term budget relief. The truth probably lies somewhere in between, but the conversation is worth having. So here's my question for you: do you think NASA made the right call prioritizing mission needs over employee wellness facilities, or is this the kind of short-term thinking that ultimately costs organizations more in the long run? Should federal agencies be required to maintain employee fitness programs, or is that an unrealistic expectation in today's budget climate? Let's discuss in the comments. This decision affects real people and raises important questions about how we value workforce wellness in the public sector.